Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Voice of Leadership. Today we have a truly inspiring individual with us, someone whose journey embodies the essence of dedication, compassion, and service to humanity. We are thrilled to have Swapna Augustine, the principal of St. Mary's School, Lucknow. Her impact extends far beyond the walls of her school. As a dedicated member of an American NGO, she has tirelessly worked to provide education and support to underprivileged girls, running a poor girls' home within St. Mary's School campus. Her role as Secretary of St. Mary's Educational and Social Welfare Society reflects her unwavering dedication to the betterment of society, overseeing children's homes across the country. Her journey has taken her across continents from the heart of the United States to the picturesque landscapes of Switzerland, all in pursuit of her mission to uplift and empower those in need. So, without wasting time, let's get started. So, first of all, ma'am, I welcome you to our space and thank you so much for taking out your precious time. And let us just start this session. So, my first question for you is could you please share a strategy you use for effective communication with students, staff, and parents?
Thank you for inviting me for this podcast. The effective method of communication, which I feel so far in my life, has been that we should be clear. Clarity is something very important because people misread you, that becomes a problem, especially if you're a female. So I have always kept this in mind, and I have been very clear in when I am speaking out anything, because frankness is taken as a negative point also. But since we are in this educational line and we have to meet people from all walks of life, all kind of parents, from right from rich to the poor, so we have to be very clear about what we are wanting, what we want to do, why are we in this field. So clarity, and I try to be concise, not only clear, concise. Whatever I have to say, I make a concrete plan or a concrete write up whenever I am communicating with parents, whether I'm communicating with the children or whether I'm communicating with my staff. Besides that, you have to give out correct information, correct and coherent information, because people are in a hurry. When they come to us, people are in a hurry. Everybody has lots of appointments, lots of time problem is there. Most of the parents are now working parents, so they want the information immediately. So you should be giving out complete and coherent and correct information in the first instance, so that there is no communication problem. And the biggest thing that we should have in our communication is being courteous.
Right.
Because if you are courteous, then you will never face a problem with anyone. The another biggest point is that you should be a good listener. What happens is, when we are sitting in this chair of being a principal of a college, we don't want to listen to the problems. And parents have lots of problems, especially we have all seen that during the COVID, there were lots of issues with the parents, with the children, with families. So we should be a good listener. We should give a ear to what their problems are, because sitting on this chair, I can be helpful to so many. And that is my job, because I am a social worker. So I see it in with this perspective, because this is not my uh, this is not a commercial job that I have, that I am a principal of a big school and I won't meet anybody because they will be asking me for admission or any obligation. No, I have a more of a social job. So I should be available, visible, and should be able to meet each and every person, because that is why they have come to us, because they have a problem. They want their child to be educated, but still they have some shortcomings or some problems, so they have approached us. So I have to be a very good listener in order to understand what their problem is. Especially if I want my children to communicate with me, if I want my students to communicate with me, if I have a high almighty attitude, no, you're wrong. No, that will not go today. I have to have a friendly approach, like, beta, tell me what happened. I will try to help you out. So these are the things which we have to bring about a change in our behavior, because nowadays the children are having lots of issues, lots of anxiety, depression, tension, which we never had in our childhood. A
Right.
slap would be a blessing. A slap from the principal or slap from mother or father was a blessing. Today it becomes a prestige issue. So
Right.
we have to have a very friendly approach, a caring approach. We have to act like a psychologist. That okay, this is a small child. We have to be very friendly with that child. If this is a teenager, we have to be have an ear for their problem, because we should be listening to what their problem actually is. Same
Right.
goes with the parents.
Right. Cool. Okay, great. So, what does your morning routine look like?
My morning routine is starts with a morning walk, because I
Okay.
am diabetic. So I try to go for a morning walk early in the morning. Then I have some yoga, and
Okay.
I take some uh, early morning. I take water, warm water, lukewarm water with some methi and coriander seeds and curry patta, curry leaves, and all that, because that is very healthy, and some
Mm,
little bit of lemon in it. So that
okay.
gives me some, not only energy but some health benefit.
Yeah.
Then I start with prayer. So I go to the kitchen and I have to make some, give some food to my dogs. Then I have
Okay.
two daughters, where they are in class 10 and 11. So I make breakfast for them, breakfast for myself and for my husband if he is here in town. And then
Okay.
after that, we dress up and I start with my journey, everyday schedule.
Oh my God. So you cook yourself, I mean, and you
I
wake up
like, I
early.
like I like to cook my own food, because I prefer to have a very oil-free and a healthy diet.
Okay. Amazing. I should learn from you. That's great. Okay. So, what's your favorite childhood memory?
My favorite childhood memory is playing Ludo with my mother.
Wow.
Uh, we had a strict schedule of early morning school, then coming back from school, having lunch, then doing the homework, and then after that, again some playtime, then again homework. So I used to look forward to the time when we would finish our dinner, and after that, both of us would sit down and play Ludo. And that was a ritual.
Okay.
So we used to love it. We used to have this Ludo session every day, and I have lived with my mother, because my father passed away when I was in class 8. So after that, ever since, I have lived with my mother, because my brothers used to live out. My sister was already married. So this ritual was there till she was alive, and we used to love having this time between us, where there was nobody else, no work to do, nothing else to do. So I would love playing Ludo with her.
Wow. Interesting. Even, I mean, today also I find it very interesting game. Like sometimes I also love playing Ludo,
Yeah,
especially when I have
I play with my daughters now.
time. Okay. So now the team have changed. Okay. Cool. Tell me about any influential person in your life and how he or she impacted you.
I think the most influential person in my life has been my mother, because she came from a very different background. Her father was a high court judge, and they used to have a very earlier strict kind of upbringing. So I have learned all the classics, reading of classics from her. I have learned Ravindra Sangeet from her. I have learned, she was a good reader, she was a big reader. So we used to exchange books, that this book I have read, now you go through it. And later on, from the libraries, I used to bring books for her. So she, from the beginning, I learned storytelling from her, because in my childhood she used to tell stories from me, because my grandparents were not there, they had expired. So my mother did the role of the grandparent also, and she used to tell bedtime stories. That I have followed with my children also, because unfortunately my when my children were small, my mother died, and my husband's parents were also not there. So I used to tell the bedtime stories to my daughters, and the same ritual of reading books I have continued with my children. So although it is a time of mobile and everything, but in my family we do a lot of reading.
Absolutely. I mean,
So
reading
all
has its own, precious
yeah.
space.
So
And
that
obviously,
all the singing and all the reading I have learned from her. And another thing which I have learned from her is cooking and gardening. She loved
wow,
gardening, and I grow all my vegetables and flowers and fruits. Luckily, I have some land, so I grow all my veggies, all my flowers, fruits, everything. I love gardening, and
wow,
later on, when I grow old, I am wanting to go and live in my farm and leave the city and live in my farm, because I love to go and spend my time there on the weekends and everything, because it's nothing like plucking some coriander from your own garden and making some vegetables from your own garden. So nothing like that. So I grow all my vegetables. That I have learned from my mother, and also cooking I have learned from her. So she is the biggest influence that I have had in my life, and I'm
my
trying to
God,
pass on everything that I have learned from her to my daughters also.
amazing. Like, it's it's like I'm deeply touched, and the way you are explaining about like what you learned from her. I mean, the series of activities which you have learned: gardening, cooking, singing, so many things, reading. I mean, this is like amazing.
We were very
I'm
close to each other, we were very good friends. So whatever we did together, and the same trend I have continued with my daughters. So I make a timetable that okay, morning this has to be done, afternoon this has to be done, evening I have taught them that okay, today it is my younger daughter's turn to make tea, then tomorrow it's my elder daughter's turn to make tea, then we'll make some snack, we'll go out in the garden, we have our get together in the garden. Sometimes when we are free, Saturday evening or Sunday, we go and sit in the garden. There are some chairs and table, we try to eat there, so that we can get some fresh air, see as much
Yes,
green as possible, because later on I don't know whether they will get it or not, where they will go, but I have tried my best to be a part of this natural system which God has given us. I love staying in my garden, and that is why I love cooking, because I like to pluck my own veggies and cook.
okay, cool. If possible, could you please share some of your farms pictures? I would love to see them,
Sure,
and maybe I would include that in this video also.
sure, I'll do it.
Your favorite childhood game?
My favorite childhood game was the Ludo.
Okay. First choice movie?
Mamma Mia.
Okay. Your favorite teacher?
My favorite teacher has been Mrs. Kausji when I was in class 6. I studied in St. Agnes Loreto Day School in Lucknow. So Mrs. Kauji was my favorite teacher, and another teacher I had in class 5B was Mrs. Pereira. She was my
Okay.
favorite teacher. In my graduation, Dr. Uma Narayan was my English teacher. I'm a gold medalist in English. So she
Wow.
was my favorite teacher during graduation. I am still in touch with her and we often meet. Uh, so I've had some lovely ladies in my life who have taught me a lot of things.
Amazing. Your favorite book?
My favorite book, there are so many. You can say I liked Wuthering Heights when I had read that time.
Oh,
Gone with the Wind, Crime and Punishment, uh,
yeah.
Hunchback of Notre Dame. There are too many. I have a big library, so telling one book will be difficult.
I
And I
forgot the name of
still
the author. I forgot the name of the author, Wuthering Heights. I think it was by Charles Dickens. No.
no Emily Bronte.
Yeah, Emily Bronte. Yeah. Even I read that. Okay. Your favorite author?
My favorite author, Jane Austen,
Oh
and
my God. My
Sharat
favorite.
Sharat Chandra Chatterjee, Asha Purna
Okay.
Devi. I even like Rudyard Kipling, and
Hmm.
I have R.K. Narayan. I love his writing. Uh, Present day, I think maybe I love O. Henry's writings. Uh, so
Okay.
there are plenty.
There are plenty, obviously, like R.K. Narayan and Jane Austen, obviously famous for Pride and Prejudice, Sense and Sensibility. I mean,
Yeah.
so many good novels. And then I personally like, Jane Austen, then Rudyard Kipling, then Wordsworth poems, and
Yeah, Wordsworth is good.
yeah. And I think there was one more. Yeah, William Shakespeare for his As You Like It. I really love that play, As You Liked It. So
All
that
his
was,
plays are wonderfully written and
yeah,
with strong characters. So
yeah. I mean that I forgot the name on which the movie was based. Yeah, Othello. So the
yeah.
Moor and all that. I mean, amazing, amazing. Okay, cool. So what's your spirit animal and why?
I like dogs, and
Okay,
I have had dogs ever since I was a young girl.
okay,
So I've had plenty of dogs. I think so far I must have 20 to 25 dogs in my life. And I, yeah, I've had a lot of them. And my first one was a Bhutia.
okay,
So you can call a Himalayan sheepdog. And she was black in color and very cute. So I called her Beauty. So my
okay.
mom used to say कि क्या काली काली है भूतनी की तरह है ब्यूटी but I used to have her on my bed sleeping with me, so I used to call her mera bachcha, mera lal. So finally her name became Bachchu Lal.
Oh,
So from
wow.
Beauty, finally she became Bachchu Lal, and then I used to call her Bachchu. So because she was my first, and she lived till 17 or 18 years of age, and in the end she became deaf and blind. But she would never pee inside or do anything inside. She would come to me in my ear. She would whisper, and I would take her out, and till day I really love her and her name is somewhere or the other in my passwords or something.
Oh, that's so touching. I got lost in your words. Okay.
I have had a
So,
lot of
let
dogs. I have a Sona,
yeah.
Sweetie, Bachu, Mystic, Missy, Cutie, Liza, mm, Lucky, Blackie, Cutie, Prince, Dude, Teddy, Buddy, and Gulguli. I have had lot of
Oh,
dogs. I've forgotten few of the name.
oh God. But this Bachulal story actually touched me. Literally, it touched me. So, I
I
mean,
still have
like,
lot of pictures and videos of her, and
oh,
I really, I really love dogs because they are the best companion that you can have. And I talk to them. I do spend my time when I'm alone. I spend my time with them. They go on the walk with me, so they are a very good companions.
absolutely. I'm in sync with you. Okay. Latest web series you binge watched.
Latest. I think I watch one movie, Jani Ja. I don't remember that must be by name. It is Kareena Kapoor and uh, uh,
Jane Jahan.
Elawat. I've forgotten his name, and
Yeah.
uh, and the other guy is Verma. I'm forgetting
Mm-hmm.
the name, but that is Jani Jana. I liked
Yeah. Jane Janu, Jane Jahan, I think something like that on
something,
Netflix.
something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, on Netflix. Okay. Okay. Cool. Even I watched that, but I found it a little boring. But I like Kareena Kapoor, so I watched. Okay.
I
Cool.
also watch Gulmohar because I love Sharmila Tagore, and of course the other actor is also a wonderful actor. So Gulmohar I watched, but that one I found a little boring because the kind of characters they have chosen, according to that, the movie was very slow.
Yeah. So, what's your favorite childhood candy?
I used to love five star
Oh,
chocolate. It is soft inside and very creamy, and those times five-star chocolate was very popular, and quite often my brother used to bring for me. I used to have that.
okay.
Otherwise my mom used to cook some sweets or the other during all festivals, like everybody's home they cook, so there are so many sweets that
Mhm. Okay. If you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
in vegetables or in fruits.
Anything you have to eat for the rest of your life, what would it be?
I love vegetables, so I have some boiled French beans in the morning, so I can eat that all my life. Besides, I have some
Okay.
papaya every day. I have some papaya. So I
Okay.
have boiled and sautéed French beans and carrots. I can have that
Mm.
throughout my life. I try like to avoid, because I'm a diabetic, so I avoid rice and chapati. Otherwise, I can live on fruits. I'm a fruitarian, so I can live on fruits whole day. But since I'm a diabetic, I cannot have so many fruits. And in fruits,
Right.
I have the choices I have is not good for me. But I love watermelon, and
Hmm.
I love muskmelon, then
Hmm.
mango, banana. So all those are forbidden, but I share it. Like I will give it to my daughter. I will eat one piece or maybe like that.
Hmm. I can understand how a diabetic person feels like. So you have a craving like you should eat, but just because of this you cannot eat a lot.
I
So
have never
that's
been very. I have when I was not diabetic, I was never fond of very rich foods. So I had a very bland kind of taste, and
hmm.
mostly I could spend my whole day with fruits. So, and
Wow.
during summer, I love to have cucumber, which I grow. So, cucumber and watermelon, muskmelon, all these. Then you have in the northern side lychee, which is very
Hmm.
tasty, and of course, mango is very good. So, lots of
Yeah.
fruits are there, and I can spend my life only on fruit.
Okay. Cool. Okay. So you like sunrise or sunset?
I like both.
Okay.
because sunrise, when you go out early in the morning for a walk and you take your yoga mat and have that, you feel so fresh and you feel alive, and you feel
Yes.
ki I have always have the habit of getting up in the morning and आज क्या होगा. So that thing keeps me up कि आज क्या इंटरेस्टिंग होगा, आज क्या बनेगा, आज क्या बनाऊंगी, आज क्या बच्चे डिमांड करेंगे. So that curiosity keeps me alive. Sunset I love, because sunset I take my cup of tea and sit down quietly and in the garden, and when my husband is there, both of us sit down in the garden on the bench and we chat, and we like to have our tea, and then we discuss something or talk about, okay, let's have make this for dinner or something, some very easygoing type of life, because the rest of the time is very busy. So whatever time is left, we like to relax.
Right.
At home I
You like
have
saying,
at
yeah.
home I'm told no talking about business and work.
Yeah, that's good. That's really good. I think that's required also these days, because every day, like, we have so much of, hectic lifestyles and hectic schedules during our workplace. So when you go home and then again you keep continuing talking about that, so it gives you stress. So I think it's good that you should, enjoy some good time with your family members. Okay, you like singing or dancing?
See,
Can you sing for us?
no, I don't cannot sing. I have a very bad throat. But when I had a good voice, I used to sing. I love Jagjit Singh, Chitra Singh's song. Uh,
Okay.
so maybe I can.
Any one line?
दिल ही तो है न संगो खिश्त, दिल ही तो है न संगो खिश्त, दर्द से भर न जाए क्यों, रोएंगे हम हजार बार, कोई हमें सताए क्यों, दिल ही तो है न संगो खिश्त.
Wow, ma'am. It was amazing. Awesome.
Thank you.
Okay. You like t-shirt or hoodie?
Hoodie.
Okay. You
I
like
like
texting?
pockets. I like pockets.
Okay. You like texting or calling?
Calling.
Okay. You like board games or video games?
Board games.
Okay. Morning person or night owl?
Depends. During the vacations, I'm a night owl. During
Okay.
working days, I'm a morning person.
Okay. If you woke up to find out that your school has transformed into a giant theme park, what ride would you be most excited to try first?
The giant wheel, it takes you
Okay.
all the way up, and then when you come down, there are butterflies in your stomach, and that gives you, and all the breeze is in your hair, and that's a lovely feeling that I have.
Wow, what a perfect description you have given of the giant wheel. Cool. If vegetables had their own social media platform, what hashtags would they use to say stay trendy?
Lady finger would say that, watch my figure. Lady finger,
Hashtag what
hashtag, hashtag watch my figure.
Okay. Okay. More, please. It's interesting.
Tomato, hashtag the glow.
Okay.
That kind of glow we want on our skin. Then you can have a pumpkin. I am in shape, and my shape is round. That's for
Wrong
all
shape.
the people. Yeah. round shape. So
Okay.
coriander, you can say hashtag the breeze in my air.
Amazing. You are very creative. Okay, cool. What words of wisdom do you live by?
I live by miles to go before I sleep. The woods are lovely, dark, and deep. Miles to go before I sleep. Because before I sleep, I have to do so many things, finish off everything. Okay, tomorrow morning, and I have had a principle all my life that on Sunday I will not do any work. So Saturday night, I have taught my children also. Saturday night, be it 12 o'clock, finish everything, ironing of clothes, homework, whatever work, everything has to be finished on Saturday so that Sunday we can relax. So
Yeah.
that I have had since my childhood. So people tell me ki, today is Sunday, I have to wash clothes. I will never do that. I will never destroy my Sunday by washing clothes and ironing clothes. And Sunday I have to cook my Sunday lunch and oh no, I do all the preparation in such a way that Sunday maybe make very light something, so all of us get to relax. I have a lavish kind of a bath, which we say snan utsav,
Oh, wow.
because other days we don't get that. Other days we are in a hurry. So Sunday can be a little bit of maybe oil massage or something. So it's a relaxing day, and the morning we go to the church, and then after that the whole day is ours. So we whatever relaxation we get, or maybe a picnic, small picnic kind of a thing in the garden or something. So it's a Sunday is a happy day. So I don't believe in keeping all my week work for Sunday, collecting everything for Sunday and doing it on Sunday, washing and everything. I do my work every day. I wash my clothes every day. Whatever work I have, there is never a pending work on my table. So I finish whatever work I have got. I will do it there and then. I'm never believe in postponing anything. So that way, sometimes it happens that some people come to visit you on Sunday, so we are free, we can sit and chat at least. So
Hmm, absolutely. I think I should follow this also because I usually postpone my things and do that on Sunday. And my Sunday is gone like this only, like with the lightning speed, it just goes away.
no,
So then again,
if you make it your goal that so I keep even shopping I do on a Saturday, whatever work it is. It's Saturday is very hectic for me. Saturday I will do
hmm,
cooking, even for maybe for Sunday also I'll cook on Saturday. I will do my marketing, I will do my washing, ironing, everything on Saturday. So Sunday I have always had this principle that I will not work on Sunday. But sometimes we do have to, but then the other things are already done. So it's not an add on. So, but if you have all the work loaded up and kept for Sunday, then life becomes difficult and dull.
right, absolutely. Okay. Any message for our audience?
I think the best message that I can give is that life is short. So don't keep grudges. We don't know whether tomorrow we'll be alive or not. Nowadays, you have seen a lot of young people have heart attacks. So if
Yeah.
you have any kind of grudge with anybody, please go and sort it out. Say sorry. If the person is not ready to say, you say sorry and make out with that person, because tomorrow we don't know whether there's a tomorrow. So, and if we are able to live happily today, live in the present, don't postpone everything for uh, after 60 I'll go on a world tour. You don't know that you will be there after 60 or not. So if you save your little bit, and if you make a short trip every year, or like if I don't have time, I go on a 3 day short trip or 2 day short trip. So I go because every 6 months I need to relax and revive myself. So
Yes.
don't think that we will go for a 15 days tour or a 1 month tour. No, a short trip is also going to uh, give you back, you revive, you restore your energy. So small little trips, you don't have to spend so much. You don't have to think about many things. Just a t-shirt and jeans is enough. Take a backpack and go go somewhere, revive yourself. Whatever grudges you have, just sort it out, because in this short life we don't know what will happen next. So be happy in what life we have, how much time we are alive. Try to be happy, try to keep others happy.
Absolutely. Yeah, life is very short. I think we are always, just stuck in somewhere, like, that person said this to me and I'm not going to talk to him. And we, instead of, resolving all those issues, we keep grudges inside, which actually makes us, weak also internally, health wise, physically, emotionally, because it, takes away your energy. So I think this is really important and required, especially for the young generation whom you have given such a good message. So, like, this is really nice. Yeah. Okay, everyone, it's time to wrap up the session now. Thank you, Swapna ma'am, for sharing your wisdom, experiences, and unwavering commitment to making the world a better place. And thank you to our listeners for tuning in. Until next time, stay inspired, stay compassionate, and keep spreading kindness wherever you go. This is Amita Gatwani from Voice of Leadership signing off. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Amita. Thank you for having me, Amita. Thank you.